types of reactions, types of redox reactions. So, types of redox reactions are as follows. You have a combination redox reaction, another one is decomposition redox reaction, and the third one is displacement redox reaction, displacement redox reaction, and the fourth one is disproportionation redox reaction, disproportionation redox reaction. All right, these are four types of redox reactions which we usually come across. So, as the name says, combination redox reaction. So, what is combination redox reaction? Combination of two elements is happening to form a compound. For example, if I give you an example for combination redox reaction, it will be if I have magnesium and it combines with nitrogen to form Mg3N2. Alright, what is happening? Magnesium is going into from 0 to +2 oxidation state, and nitrogen is in 0, it is going into -3 oxidation state. So, reduction is happening for nitrogen, whereas magnesium is getting oxidized. So, reduction for nitrogen and oxidation for magnesium is happening. So, it is a redox reaction and combination of two elements is happening. That is why we call this as combination redox reaction. Similarly, if I take another example for decomposition reaction, decomposition reaction you can have, if I have Al2O3 and it is thermally heated, if you heat it, what will happen? It will break down into aluminum and oxygen. If it breaks down into aluminum and oxygen, what you get? See, aluminum has oxidation state of +3 and oxygen has oxidation state of -2. If it breaks down, it will form Al. We can balance it, that will not be a problem. +3 to 0 oxidation state, and this will also be 0. So, what is happening is oxidation state of aluminum is getting decreased. That means +3 to 0 it is going. So, decrease of oxidation number. So, what is happening? Reduction is happening. And oxygen is in -2, it is going to 0 oxidation state. That means oxidation is happening for oxide ion. So, oxide ion is getting oxidized and Al+3 ion is getting reduced. So, decomposition is happening. That is why we call such type of reactions where something is getting broken down into elements. Such reaction is called decomposition redox reaction. Just I showed you another one example. Now we will be talking about displacement reaction. So, what is displacement? As the name says, in displacement, either one element will be replacing another. Both are metals, right? Metal is replaced by another metal, or a non-metal is replaced by another non-metal, or in the particular reaction, hydrogen is being replaced by a metal. So, there could be a variation of displacement reactions. So, for example, if I show you, you have, let's say, if I'll show you an example. We have AgNO3 and NaCl. What will happen is Ag plus NO3 minus Na plus Cl minus. What happens is Ag plus comes across with AgCl, Cl minus, and forms AgCl, and sodium goes with nitrate. So, this is happening out here. What happens is silver is displacing sodium and sodium is displacing silver. So, I have taken an example of double displacement. Alright. So, this is a double displacement. Both elements, both metals are displacing each other. If we take one example where single displacement is happening, I'll give one example for that as well. If you have copper sulfate and you take zinc metal, what will happen? Since zinc is higher up in the electrochemical series, oxidation nature of getting oxidized is more in zinc than copper. What will happen is zinc will oxidize and copper will reduce. That means zinc will displace copper from its solution. What you will get? Zinc sulfate, and copper metal is kicked out. So, zinc comes in and copper goes out. So this is displacement of one metal by another metal. Zinc is more reactive than copper, so copper is getting reduced and zinc is displacing copper out here. So this is another example of displacement reaction. And which type of displacement this is? This is metal displacement, because zinc is metal and copper is metal as well. So both are metals, but zinc is more reactive, so it forms the salt, and copper is displaced. So this is a metal displacement. Similarly, you can have non-metal displacements. And now I will explain fourth category of redox reaction, that is disproportionation. So what happens in disproportionation? In disproportionation, one metal is getting oxidized whereas another is getting reduced. Copper, for example, has +1 oxidation state. If I take 2 Cu +1, out of this, one is getting converted into Cu and another is getting converted into +2. So if you see, from copper +1 to copper, that means the oxidation state is 0, and here it will be 0 +1 to 0. So what is happening? The oxidation number is decreasing. So this is reduction. Oxidation number is getting reduced, decrease. So this is reduction. And from +1 to +2, if we go, this is oxidation. This is oxidation. So for same element, when oxidation and reduction is happening, such type of reactions are called as disproportionation reaction. Such reactions are called as disproportionation reactions. So this is another type of redox reaction in which same element, for example, out here you have copper which is getting reduced as well as oxidized at the same time. Such reaction in which same element is getting reduced as well as oxidized, such reactions are called as disproportionation reactions. Such reactions are one of the unique qualities which have been observed in redox reactions. So this is it for now. Thank you.